Heyo, welcome back everyone to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Hope you enjoy. In today's video, I'm going to be looking at the Shinra Building Very Hard Crisis Dungeon. You want to bring along these Terrier, summons, etc. because you will be facing the Assault Scorpion, who is weak to fire and raises his magic attack. So bring along your D-Faith, and he also inflicts poison. So bring along your Healing Essener for poison. On the right side, you can see the boss's trance abilities, with the one that is highlighted blue as my preferred choice. Next up, there's the Custom Sweeper. He's weak to lightning, also inflicts poison, and requires a triangle sigil break. Then you have the Queen Grass Strike, who we all know by now is weak to ice and inflicts poison as well as fatigue. The Specimen rears its ugly head one more time, and you guessed it, the Specimen inflicts poison. So a very poison heavy dungeon. You want to bring multiple healing Esseners for poison. The big boss for this dungeon is Rufus, who inflicts fatigue and requires triangle sigil break. The team that I'm using has 198k power. We got Cloud with 2.9 physical attack. He's bringing Ramu and a healing Essener for poison. He's bringing Blizzard, and of course Thunder and a triangle sigil break. His sub-equipment gives him boost physical attack level 7, lightning potency level 4, attack level 4, and a couple of other power abilities. I'm also bringing Sephiroth with 2.7k magic attack. He is bringing Shiva and a D-Faith. His sub-equipment gives him magic attack level 7, ice potency level 6, and a couple of other R abilities that are not as important, level 2s and such. Finally, Aerith with 1.7k magic attack and 1.5k heal. She has a triangle sigil break, a healing Essener for poison, and her R abilities are all over the place. I have 2 heal sub-weapons and a magic attack. Right, for the map, you start off by the S, and you can take on either of the first 2 bosses, the Sweeper, and you can see his trance abilities, or the Armored Scorpion. I prefer to take on the Armored Scorpion first. And then on the top right, the Queen Grashstrike is waiting for you. And on top of that, I have marked the random battles with exclamation points. Then you're going to head to the main testing room, and there will be a random battle before you can fight either of the bosses. And then you're going to be facing the Specimen again, and finally Rufus. So that's the map for you. Let's jump into my run. So I grab the terminal, and then I go off to fight the Armored Scorpion first. I prefer to do that so that I have Ramuh's summon ready for the sweepers. The Armored Scorpion, you need to use fire against him, and then eventually he will raise his magic attack, and you want to defate that so that he doesn't annihilate you with his tail laser. Honestly, that's pretty much all there is to it. Just defend the laser once you've defaced him. Heal up and take him down. Easy peasy. I take the physical attack, and then actually I come up here to grab the supplements and potions, because it can get pretty hairy without them. Then I face the sweeper because my Ramuh is in charge, and I just drop it on the sweeper. And then it's just a matter of finishing them off, staying topped up, etc, etc. Defend against the stomp. And you're pretty much good to go. Pretty chilled. Pretty much going to be using a similar vibe for the Grashstrike. Yeah, I'd like to take Ice Potency for her, and then I go up to face her, and similar vibe, just pop Shiva, top up if you need to. I use supplements only because my Healing Wind is ready to go, so I pop Healing Wind and Shiva, and that's gonna do a lot of damage here. And then again, it's just a matter of finishing the queen. The thing that makes this dungeon kinda difficult is actually the random, quote-unquote random battles. You actually gotta be pretty wary of those. If you are not prepared, you can actually get wiped by the friggin' random mobs, because it's these guys. This guy who does the AoE gravity attack and arrow. So against the random mobs, I actually use Aerith and make sure I'm topped up before going into the battle and during the battle. Because honestly, these guys are like a bigger threat than some of the bosses themselves. So yeah, that's what you want to be careful of. Personally, that actually gave me the most trouble while recording this. So yeah, these guys are similar but different. They use a bunch of Thandaras, and as you can see, my cloud nearly died. So I kind of panicked and dropped diamond dust, although I don't think it was necessary. So yeah. Either way, clear them out, and then just before these bosses, it's the two big boys in terms of quote-unquote trash mobs, Papalifs. So they could be pretty scary too, and I would recommend you actually be topped up before these guys, because yeah, as I said, the trash mobs in this dungeon are kind of like more scary than most of the bosses. So honestly, if you're careful of the trash mobs and you are familiar with what they do and ready to take them on, then this dungeon should be fairly easy to complete. That would be my advice, is just be careful of the side mobs. Then you can go on to face the specimen. He doesn't have weaknesses, but he is resistant to lightning, so use your best non-thunder moves. He needs triangle or X, you can see there, so it's not actually necessary to bring X at all into this dungeon, but you can bring it if you have a sigil boost for it, or whatever the case. Just make sure you have enough sigil break to take him down. And if you're strong enough, you don't actually need to defeat the ads. I made a bit of a mistake there. You can just burst him down and finish him before this Mako expulsion. Is what it is though, it's kind of fun. I'll still get the S plus even though I kind of messed up on this boss. Once again, a pretty mellow fight, as long as you stay topped up on heals and make sure you have enough healing essences for poison. I grab the tent here and I just use it, even though using tents does affect your points quite a bit. It is fine, more than enough for an S plus. Final battle against Rufus. He's not weak to anything, but his ugly hound is weak to ice, so you can drop your summons, get rid of that, and then again it's a simple matter of just taking him down, going through the motions. You just need to defend his big attacks, use triangle sigil break straight after bright lights, and bring healing Asana for fatigue. I didn't even bring that this fight, and I was fine. So just take down both sigil faces and you'll make short work of them, and you'll be out of there with the S plus. Fantastic. There it is. 290. that is enough. There's the S+. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.